Okay, first thing I do is I open up Mastercam X7. And when I have Mastercam X7 open, I go up here to Machine Type, Router, then I go to Manage List, and I go down here to, you'll see Techno Servo, and I pull it over and I add it here. And then when I'm done doing that, it should be on there. And then it'll say Router, Techno Servo. So this needs to say Techno Servo. I click here to Property Manager, Stock Setup. I put my arrow in the lower left-hand corner on the top of the board, and then I put my dimensions of my board in here. So in the X direction, I'm 14.5. In the Y direction, I'm 11. 3/4 thick. If I want to see where that is, I click Display, and then green check mark. F9 on my keyboard fits it to screen. Okay, from there I'm going to go Create a Rectangle. I click at the origin, I draw into the first quadrant, and I'm going to go over the same dimensions that I entered. So I'm going to go over 14.5. I'm going to go up 11, and I click in the first quadrant, green check mark, I'm done. This little thing fits it to screen. Next thing I do is fillet the corners. I need to keep track of what the tape was or whatever I used to draw that radius. I have a 2-inch radius, so this right here is a fillet. I'm going to set that radius to 2 inches. I click here and here, here. So all of them are filleted. Green check mark, I'm done the operation. And now I'm going to go X-form offset, and I'm going to use a 1/4-inch ball end mill to cut my blood groove. And I think offset 1 inch. You can bring it in however much you want, but remember you're going to go down the center line. So 1 inch is good. And I'm going to click, whoops, do that again. I'm going to go X-form, offset contour. I'm going to select a chain. I'm done selecting, and I'm going to offset it 1 inch, and it's going to be a copy. So this is going to be my blood groove. If I'm going to have a hole cut in it, it's going to look a little different. Okay, this is just makes my colors more clear. Now my geometry is fully created, and now I'm going to run a toolpath on there. So I go toolpath, contour, green check mark. This is a chain. I'm going to chain it all the way around, green check mark. The tool I'm going to use, I come down here to tool library. It's going to be a 1/4-inch ball end mill. I'm going to set this feed rate at 80 and this plunge rate at 40. Work my way down here, holder, cut parameters. I'm going to take the compensation type and turn it off. Depth of cut, I always select this. Lead in, lead out, I'm going to deselect that. Breakthrough, multi-passes, tabs, linking parameters. These are all absolute, and this is how deep you want that cutter to go in here. So it's a negative value. I'm going to go negative 0.15. Blue plus holds the setting, and then green check mark. And now I've toolpathed that. I want to see what it's going to look like. This is a verify option. I can watch it in isometric. I play the video, and that's what I want it to look like. So there's my blood groove. I'm all done doing this. Now what I'm going to do is go to G1, which converts this into numeric code. So I go G1, select post, and this is going to create an NC file. I'm going to call this JS bread 14.5. Okay, it's going to be an NC file. You have to save this on a flash drive because there's no internet in the shop. So you got to put it on a flash drive and then take the flash drive out there. So I'm going to hit save. Now I've programmed the CNC router to go ahead and run the blood groove in my bit. It's a pretty simple program. It's 20 lines of code. Okay, so that's how we're going to do our blood groove in our breadboard, and I'll show you how to fixture it down.